Hello everybody, why not to follow another amazing chess game? So, if you don't have any reason why to leave now, stay with me because you are going to watch amazing game between two big friends. With white pieces, this game is playing Nepomniachtchi, and with black pieces, Magnus Carlsen. And let's start the show. Okay, nothing special. Knight f6 and d6, h6 and queen e7. This is not the most typical move here, but the plan behind this move is simple. Black is looking forward to play move g5 and go for long castle. And this is a double-edged plan, and white has to be careful. Of course, white understands black's plans and dreams, and for this reason he played move b4 and here a4. Okay, looks like black's king it's not going to make a long castle because this is a too danger, but you will see that not. And Magnus Carlsen firstly is going to stop white's attack on queen side. And just think what's happened if white's attack on queen side is stopped. Then no more threats and no more difficulties for black to launch attack against white's king. So okay, a4, a5, nice and strong, because after b5 it's very difficult to open position and it's very difficult for white to attack anything on queen side. Knight d8, nice and strong, because this knight it's not going to stay on d8 forever. Anyway, it's going to e6 and f4, and just imagine how this knight is going to be super strong on f4. Okay, knight d2, knight d6. Yes, of course, here is a chance to take this knight, but white is not ready to lose two bishops for nothing. So knight f4, d4 and bishop g4. Finally, a long castle, and it's a big surprise that the black's king is very safe on this side of the board. Okay, it's a question what's happened if white is taking on f7. I think that this looks like too dangerous, mainly because of knight e2 check, and of course white is losing the central pawn. Together with this pawn, white is losing the center. So that's not healthy for white, and white played immediately rook e1, g5, as we understand that this is the main black's plan. Just to attack white's king, and g5 it's really strong here, because after bishop g3, here is a bishop h5. This is a good move. You know, the plan is to play maybe g4, h4, h3 and g3. And of course, now watch this position and think how it's difficult for white to attack black's king, and how it's easy for black to attack white's king. That's the reason why black's got nice advantage, because his position it's not that difficult. It's not that difficult for black to find a good plan. At the same time, white has huge difficulties. It's a question to defend or to attack, and sometimes it's a question something like to be or not to be. So bishop f1, white is defending, and because of this passive move, black has time to go to b8, and now rook e8, knight c4 and bishop f3. Since now white's kingside position around white's king, it's very difficult, and white's king it's everything but not a safe king. You know, here black played queen e6. At the first side is going to pin a knight on c4. This knight is not going anywhere, because if yes, white is losing queen, and the second time maybe h5, h4, and of course still black is looking somehow to attack White's king. It's amazing how Magnus Carlsen is playing chess. You know, he is one of the greatest chess player ever. Okay, what's happened? White is leaving this danger pin, h5, knight e3, and maybe knight h3. It's not strong because every time White has chance to open a center, and it's not good for you to attack on the side and lose the center. So for this reason, maybe h4 is strong enough. It's a winning probably, this variation. And here h3, say this variation, it's nearly a winning variation for black because it's impossible for white to defend both black's rooks, knight and queen, nearly all black's armies attacking, and this is a difficult position for black to hold, not to lose immediately. But h4 is also winning, of course. But Magnus Carlsen, after knight e3, took on d4, and after knight a5, he took on c3. Okay, knight d7. And now, because Magnus Carlsen has enough material to play position without any difficulties for victory, he is able to accept the queen exchange. That's a strong idea. You know, it's not healthy every time just only go for attack. Here, Magnus Carlsen is offering endgame. Of course, winning endgame for black. So white played queen d2 and Magnus f6, simply defending the pawn on g5. And queen c5. It's important to go to e5 with knight and to attack pawn on c3. I love Magnus style. He's still doing his best and he's improving his pieces. He's looking forward and he's asking himself where my knight is going to be stronger, where my knight is going to deliver threats to my opponent, and knight e5, knight f3 is the answer. So, okay, what's happened now? Knight e5. Okay, nice and strong. Of course, just who takes this on c5 is a check, losing pawn, and of course, losing every endgames. So, white has to be careful, but I think it's too late. Bishop g2 and queen a3. Magnus is attacking two pawns at the same time, and it's nice to follow this game till end because we are going to follow another amazing chess game of one of the greatest chess player ever. Okay, what's happened next? Queen d1 and d5. One of many ways to win. Maybe knight g2 is winning as well. Knight d3, of course. But Magnus Carlsen saw anything else. So after d5 exchange, and here maybe rook c5. It's another beautiful ways how to win the game, because just imagine this variation: take here, take here, take here, and winning a piece. That was the option, but Magnus Carlsen saw maybe stronger variation, and after exchange he took on e3, the simplest way. You know why? Just follow take h4, take, and now h3. Beautiful pawn sacrifice, and you know, white's king, it's a dead king, and that's something what I love if I'm watching Magnus Carlsen's games. He is not boring player. He's playing every game for victory, and here after move h3 is a queen g3, and of course that's game over because here is a checkmate on h8. What a beautiful chess game. I hope that you enjoyed this game, and if yes, feel free and press like or press follow and made my day. See you next time. Thank you very much. See you. Take care. Bye bye.